Hiya guys, this is SFX Clarissa and this is my first makeup look of Venom. So here I started with a mannequin head that roughly simulated mine and began to mix latex and flour together to make a paste. The proportions here aren't exact, I just added flour and mixed it, and if I wanted more, I added more. People would probably go for a thinner consistency, but I wanted quite a thick one as I didn't want any of my facial features to stick out. I wanted to be like a mask of my face. At this point the base of the mask is done. I'm just smoothing it out with latex on my finger. This makes a flat surface so when I come to add the eye and the mouth, I can build upon the surface. Now I'm adding the eye, which is made out of polymorph plastic. This is beads that you put in the microwave in water, and when it comes out, you can shape it into whatever mould you want. I made it a flat surface and then cut it with scissors into the shape I wanted. I then looked at reference photos of Venom to see where his eye sat. This allowed me to begin shaping the latex around the eye. This did take me quite a while as I wanted to get as exact as possible. Now the eye is finally in place, I began to add the teeth. The teeth are made out of the same material as the eye, but I formed them by making it into sausage shapes and making one end pointy. Now the mask is done, I'm going to begin to put tape in my eye. This is so that when I put latex on my face, it doesn't get into my eye and my eye is fully protected. I'm adding latex around the tape. This will help it to adhere to my skin more and protect my eye. There are many ways that you could stick the mask to your face. You could use spirit gum, just pure latex. However, I wanted to build up my face more so it'd have more to stick to so it'll last longer. This is why I use cotton wool and latex. Now I wanted to hide my hair, but I didn't want to use a bowl cap as I knew I'd have to cut it in half and I didn't want to waste a perfectly good bowl cap. This is why I use cling film as it's very cheap and easy to use. I kind of stuck it down with latex and sandwiched it in between so there was a layer underneath and on top of it, which made it secure. I then pushed the mask into the latex, which helped it stick, and then also went around the edges with a hairdryer, just to make sure. As the mannequin head wasn't the exact same size as mine, I used some cotton wool balls around the edges. This helped fill in the gaps and also helped blend in the mask with my face. I then put more cotton wool on the back of my head. This meant the texture was the same throughout, which blended the mask in more. I also brought the cotton wool down my neck. This allowed for me to kind of map out where Venom was going to go. I then began the tedious job of painting Venom. This took a very long time as the colours I use don't have the most pigment, so to get the brightest black hood I had to go and do a lot of layers on this mask. I didn't think the painting process through before I started, which meant I should have really painted behind the teeth first, as it was the hardest to see and also the hardest to do with one eye. So I did this bit off camera so I could stare straight into a mirror and basically paint all my teeth and kind of ruin everything I was trying to do before. As a lot of this look was quite textured, I went in there with a smaller brush and kind of got in all the nooks and crannies. Again, off camera, I removed all the black on the teeth and on the eye. This again was easier to do when I was staring straight into a mirror. I then went around the teeth to create the gums. This red needed a lot of layers again because I put the black down first. Now I started creating the veins of Venom. The veins kind of creep into the eyes and round the face. This meant that I started with the eye because it was the smallest part. I kind of blended some in to make it lighter and some were darker. I also put some in clumps, which I think really heightened the effect, as it made it look more like it was spreading and like it was reaching out to the other side and trying to like change it. I also went in with more black paint to blend it down more. I thought this was better because in photos you would see that part of my body. I also highlighted the gums with blood. This created a kind of shiny effect, which simulated saliva and also the blood of the enemies, which I thought was quite effective. I then undid my plaits on the one side, and the look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit subscribe and go check out my Instagram, sfx_Clarissa, for more photos and videos. See you in my next one. Bye!